The German Eagles travel to Buenos Aires to take on the Argentina Condors in week 10 from the World Series of Boxing. And in the first bout in the light flyweight division, Junior Zarate was making his debut for the Condors up against Ovidio Bercianal. And it was a pretty equally matched encounter, both boxers giving as good as they got. And plenty for the crowd to get excited about from Zarate. And in the end, the debutant did just enough to take what was a very close encounter. 49-46, 50-45, 50-45. And for his first time on the WSB, Zarate recorded a win to make it 1-0 out to Argentina. Next up was the bantamweight, Alberto Ezequiel Melian up against Omar El Hag. Melian, the far more experienced boxer and the crowd favourite. And he started very brightly indeed, did Melian. El Hag came back though, and he finished pretty strongly in the match. But in the end, it was Melian who took it on points. 50-45, 48-47, 49-46. El Hag, who was the lower-ranked boxer, gave a very good account of himself. But it wasn't enough to stop the indomitable Melian. That put Argentina 2-0 up. Germany knew they were up against it. But things started to turn in their favour in the light welterweight division. Carlos Aquino was up against Castrillo Sopa. And this time, the Condor was the underdog in this fight. Sopa dominated the first few rounds as he showed exactly what he was capable of. Aquino then seemed to settle into the match, and he began to fight back and did very well, particularly in the last round. But it was too little, too late from Carlos Aquino. And the fight went the way of Castrillo Sopa, 49-46, 49-46, 48-47. And the first point was on the board for Germany. Into the middleweight division, Sergio Alberto Lebenstam was making his debut up against Denis Robert Radovan. And it was a cagey opening round. Radovan looking the more comfortable as the fight went on, but then Lebenstam decided to make a comeback as he started to get more comfortable with the way things were going. And in rounds 3 and 4, it was a case of Lebenstam. And in round 5, it was Radovan who was having to hold on, which he did, eventually taking it in a very close 49-46, 49-46, 48-47, and that meant it was 2-2, and the decider was to come in the heavyweight division. Yamil Peralta up against Johan Witt. Peralta undefeated, Witt yet to make a win on the WSB, and Peralta delivered some crunching blows in the first couple of rounds, which shook Witt to the core, but he just kept on coming. He soaked it all up. And despite the best efforts of Peralta, he couldn't put Witt on the floor, but he did take all of the rounds. And in the end, he went on to take the bout 49-46, 50-45, 50-45. And in so doing, Peralta took the match, and Argentina took it as well. 3-2. They defeated Germany and overcome their 5-0 defeat from earlier in the season.